Ron DeSantis, once again, did a big no-no. What do I mean by that? Well, he was out and about in public around humans, which you are not supposed to do, okay? Especially if you're going to do that, you can never have him around sugar because little Rhonda hates sugar, okay? He absolutely hates it. Now, Jeet here says, I don't think there's been a worse retail politician in our lifetime. He's a real talent, a kind of anti-Obama. Let's take a look at what he did.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too. Oh, what is that? An Icee? Yeah, that's probably a lot of sugar, huh?
Oh, he did it! That's probably a lot of sugar, huh? Little boy. It's sugar, man. Like, what is going on, you fucking dork? What are you doing? Why are you like this? Why? Why are you saying these things? Why does he talk like this? There was another video where he's like, is that a cow? Wow. Real nice. Wow. That's great.
See ya. All right. 4-H, Wayne County.
He just shook the hand of the child.
See ya. All right. 4-H, Wayne County.
That's like literally like a 14-year-old. Like, what are you doing? Ah, nice to see ya. He's like if Ben Shapiro was more nasally and more of a wet blanket. Dude, Ben Shapiro looks normal in comparison to Ron DeSantis. That's how fucking insane he is. I just realized this is you anytime someone tries to give you pizza. Yeah, I'm not trying to fucking win the hearts and minds of the public, okay? Somebody in the chat made a good point. Ron DeSantis has the exact opposite spectrum of risen charisma as Obama. Yeah, that was the whole point. Yeah, Ron DeSantis looking at a child. They're calling it the new It's Sugar Man. I love him. His instincts are so awesome. He makes Bloomberg's interactions with normals look comfortable and smooth. I love that his first thought when talking to that child was, that's not good for your macros. Bloomberg shaking the dog's snout was funnier and more humanizing moment than Ron has had in his entire life. I legitimately don't see how anyone saw it that way. Bloomberg is top 3, one of the most detestable people to run for president in the last decade or two, and that dog thing was something a spree killer would do. Oh. He is... Oh, the cow one here. Hold on here.
Steer.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's just like, okay, 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 okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Said, holy cow. Dude, there's something really fucking chaotic about like desperately trying to win favor in Iowa, talking to a literal child in Iowa and having the kid tune out of the conversation because you could not. You are such a fucking charisma suck that you can't, even in this medium, okay, where like there's so many things happening that like it should be relatively simple for you to at least like maintain a conversation with a kid. For you to just be such a fucking NPC that a 10-year-old is carrying the conversation instead of you and then getting bored like,
Holy cow.
holy cow.
Do you know how to take care of them? You do? Yep.
Donald Trump in this circumstance would be so fucking good. He'd be like, I want to ride this cow out of here. This is a big cow, biggest I've seen. I bet you're going to be as big as the cow. Look at that. Look at our beautiful children. The liberals don't want you to raise cows. They want to take your cows away. AOC, do you know about Alexandra? She wants to take your cows away. How do you feel about that little boy? Like, that's a brown cow, you know? What is this the one that does chocolate milk? Just like 11 different conversations that you have in that moment where like it's entertaining. You know, I sold steaks, Trump steaks. They were the greatest steaks. This cow, I bet you this cow would have better steaks. DeSantis is polling as low as ever. Yeah, because he fucking sucks. He has no goddamn riz whatsoever. Okay? I just made that shit up about Donald Trump. But you know his ass would have something even funnier than anything I could have just cooked up in the last 30 seconds. Okay? He is just so pathologically rizless. Like, he is so much like Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris in the same exact ways possible. Even with the OP buff of being a white man. Like, how do you fuck that up? You're a white man. You're a white man that has been elevated into positions of power and failed upwards your whole life. This system is designed to make you more popular. Okay? All you need to do is not fuck up. Like, you have an incredible buff. Like, at least with Hillary Clinton and especially with Kamala Harris, like, they literally have to work on hard mode in many respects, right? It's mind-boggling that you fucked this up. You fucked up the bag. Yeah, fumbling the white man bag is crazy, okay? It's crazy. As a socially awkward dude, I think I found out how I would turn out if I ran for office. Yeah, he's just so odd. Hungry at him from a kid like this, and it's game over. Just one, kids, I'm begging you. If you come face to face with little Rhonda and don't hit him with a hungry, you are derelict. Yeah, like that time he saw that painting of a veteran and he was smooth, even when he said normally they look worse after the war or something. Yeah, he literally, dude, Donald Trump, even when he's like absolutely fumbling in a conversation, has the capacity to just like revitalize and completely fix it. Like, he'll just straight up look at you and go, wow, is this your boyfriend? Is this your husband? I'd like to look like that. Wow, he's done such a good job of not getting permanently scarred. Like our veterans, folks. All of our veterans are so horrifically injured. Aren't they, folks? Who's really pulling him, though? Is he just a donor all to Trump? I feel like cons don't fuck with the Stinky. The Stinky was unironically... we're now looking at this with current goggles, but Ron DeSantis was created by the Republican Party as an alternative to Trump because they thought, given how much he was like, biting into Trump's shtick, they thought that he would be able to be Trump, but manageable by the Republican Party. Okay? They thought that he would be the perfect alternative to Trump. Someone who has like a semblance of civility. Someone who is at the very least like doing civility politics, so it's not super offensive to like the majority, the moderates and the independents and whatnot. But also still captured like all the super racist, psychotic like Trump weirdos. Okay? That was what was going on. And it failed spectacularly for him. Crazy to think that my lib parents were terrified of DeSantis. I mean, a lot of people in this community were terrified of DeSantis. I have warned about DeSantis many times over as well. Because, like, if in a position of power, we understand that Ron DeSantis would be operating similarly to how he's operating as the governor of Florida, and that would be a terrifying prospect. Like, I don't even think he's personally invested in the fascist project in any capacity, but he is dumb enough to assume that, like, that kind of fascist legislation is actually very popular and will make him very successful. Well, it did in Florida, right? To a certain degree, at the very least. But he knows how to whip the votes, and he knows how to manipulate his own individual circuit of power DeSantis literally losing to a Twitch streamer's lookalike. Who cares about him? Squeaks. Guantanamo Ron is definitely invested in the fascist project. No, man, I don't think Ron DeSantis is like ideologically a fascist in the same way that what's his face was, like Steve Bannon or fucking Miller, Stephen Miller. Like those guys are actually like, I read the Turner Diaries and it changed my mind type people. They're like real fucking freaks. Ron DeSantis is so stupid. He was a torturer. No, he wasn't the torturer personally. He was a lawyer that oversaw the torture. But listen, you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something. And I get very frustrated about this. The average American that doesn't really think about the ideology that they truly believe in, especially on the conservative side, is not that far removed from what you would consider to be a fucking fascist, okay? That's the whole point. Because you're so far on the left with your personal understanding of fascism, and it's not even wrong, okay? You're not fully wrong, but the point is, there is a difference, okay? There is certainly a difference. But who goes for Sunday breakfast? What? Why are people like that? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. What the fuck is who goes? The difference between paying lip service to fascism versus being ideologically motivated by it. The only difference there is if you are ideologically a fascist, once you are outed because you can't stop revealing to every single person, you then become toxic as a brand. Okay? So in many respects, paying lip service to fascism in that regard can actually be just a positive for you. Now, the problem here is Ron DeSantis is tricked by people in his... Ron DeSantis is basically tricked by people in his campaign that have told him that like this Christopher Rufo style politics is actually really, really good. Is really good for you. It's not. It objectively is not. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on here. And that's why that paired up with the fact that he's not charismatic enough to be able to keep people entertained on camera has created this like worst of both worlds structure. He gave Rufo a whole fucking college to preside over. Yeah. Ron DeSantis, once again, looking very natural out in public. Ooh, is there more? Oh, Governor Ron DeSantis weighs his option on the snack aisle at a Casey's in Eddyville, Iowa. He settled on a Quest bar. Oh, fuck, that's what I would do too, but let's be real. He ain't winning fucking votes in Iowa doing that shit, okay? The idea that, dude, there's like munchkins and fucking Twinkies galore over here. You picking a Quest bar in that situation... awful choice. I say this because I would go for it. But guess what? I don't think I'd be quite popular in Iowa. I'd probably be more popular than fucking Rhonda, but it's sugar, man. If I could let my freak flag fly and not worry about the calories, oh my God, I would be the sexiest little trollop in Iowa. Okay, I would bite into a fucking cow just to prove a point. Why is it a big deal for politicians doing regular people stuff? How does this win votes? Because if that's the case, I should be president 4 times. People care about it because they're stupid. They think like it actually. They want to vote for a guy that they think they can have a beer with, kind of. Yeah, he's giving the Quest bars that Ozempic stare. The thing is, if you're constantly in the public spotlight and you're talking this much about food and sugar and shit, you have to get shredded. There's no two ways in between. Like when you're in the in-between phase of your diet experience and you're running for president, and you're not fucking shredded, people just kind of look at you like, oh, you're gross. Like, this is just bad vibes. Like, either eat like a normal person, eat the shitty garbage that we would eat, or shut the fuck up about it. You know what I mean? If he was like legitimately shredded and he was walking around like fucking Goggins, you know what I mean? Oh, where's my boat? Someone's got to carry the boat, man. Someone's got to carry the boats, man. If he was doing that shit, then like, sure, that could be appealing in a different way. You know what I mean? Who has to carry the boats, man? Get hard and stay hard, man. This pic of him with the quest bar is not doing him any favors. Yeah, this is what I mean, dude. That's fuck. It's the one I would eat too. Like, now I feel embarrassed about my own choices. Like, he is so Rizless. DeSantis wants to get the Oreo minis, but the deep state wants him to get a quest bar. That's why he's losing the polls. And people see through deep state manipulation.